Hello, my name is Mavi. Today I'm excited to talk about the new Hourglass face palette, ambient lighting, and I picked the tiger version. I know there are many holiday palettes out there, but I think this is the one worth to talk about. So if this is something that you're interested, keep on watching. So Hourglass every year releases a face palette around the holiday time. And so I've been getting, every now and then the holiday palette. I don't have all of them, but this year they come out with different, with 3 different ones. The one that grabbed my attention was this one over here. Even though this is for darker skins, I feel like this could easily be well appreciated for someone like me with medium skin tones. Now, can we appreciate the packaging? This is very, very creative, innovating. I think Hourglass was lacking a little bit of creativity in these past years. But this year, they were like, they were not playing. By the way, I'm still sick, but I'll be fine, guys. Anyway. So this is how it looks outside the box. The material of this palette is metal. Isn't this stunning? How gorgeous is this? I mean, seriously. One of the reasons why I chose this palette, because I wanted something that it hasn't been done before. I believe this one over here, it's in a trio palette for dark skin tones. So I never got that palette, so I'm glad that I have this one, which I'm going to use as a bronzer. Alright, I'm swatching them as well, so I want you to see a little bit closer. So these are the swatches. Alright, so we are going to start with the first powder from this palette, which is this one over here. It's supposed to be a finishing powder for darker skin tones. Now this powder, the color reminds me to, back then I used to have these, what is it called? Nars bronzer. I think it was called Paloma, because it's kind of like brownish, but it has these rose hues. So it kind of works as a bronzer, contour, and blush. It's a multifunctional color, and this is why this palette I think is very versatile. And just like that, I'm going to start applying it on my cheeks. I'm gonna bring a little bit right here and on the temples. Very natural, and you can see the difference between them. Alright, if you are olive tones, always think about the rosy tones are going to be flattering on your skin. And this is actually kind of rosy, so that's why it works nicely on my skin tone. Alright, so I want to try burnish orangey color blush. So this is what I'm going to do next. So I'm taking this beautiful blush, and as you can see, it picks a little bit too much. So I'm going to remove it a little bit on my towel right here, and then I'm going to apply it right here. I mean, if you apply a little bit, it could be like a nice peachy color. And then if you apply it a lot, it can turn more like an orangey burnish look. I'm glad that it's very pigmented. That means that it's going to definitely work in deeper skin tone. So I'm going to be grabbing this rosy tone right underneath the orangey powder. And as you can see, it's also picking up very well. So I'm going to remove a little bit on my towel. Amazing pigmentation. Hourglass, they know how to do beautiful powders. This one in particular, I mean, the other one it was a little bit satin too, but this one I feel like it's a little bit more glowy. I don't know, I might be wrong. This color is beautiful too. It's a nice rosy tone. We have 2 highlighters. We're gonna be using the very first one from the first row. So this one over here. Oh, this is very, very, very beautiful. I mean, what else I was expecting? see, let me add a little bit here, right here. Wow, this is very, very natural. It gives me the glow that I'm looking for without being too much. All right, so the turn of this one. So it is pack. I'm gonna remove a little bit, I'm scared. All right, let's do it. All right. All right, okay, let's see. This is beaming. Wow, projects more the light. It definitely is projecting also my texture around here. I mean, which is normal because we're humans. But if this is something that it could be a deal breaker, then, you know, think about it. But I mean, I think it's beautiful. And I think sometimes we want this kind of look. Sometimes I want it, like at special occasions, I do want to be like glowing, but not for every day. For every day, I think I will use this. So, you know what? I'm loving this palette because it's giving me options. Okay, finally we have the number 5 right here, which they call it Copper Flash Strobe Light. So this is kind of like a highlighter. It could work beautifully as a blush or blush topper. Since we already have 2 blushes here, I want to see how it works with each blush. So this is perfect. I'm going right here. And again, it's picking up a lot. So I'm going to remove a little bit on my towel. And we're going to start in this side to see how it looks. Wow, you see that? Now this took it to the next level of glow. So I'm going to be taking my bronzer brush, so it's going to help me to tone it down a little bit and blend it nicely. Look at this, guys. Stunning, right? Again, taking this powder over here, and we're gonna be using it as a blush topper. I'm gonna remove a little bit of my towel over here. I'm already glowing a lot in this part, but we're gonna see how it looks. Oh, wow. All right. Am I the glowing queen right now? Wow, this is a lot. I'm going to mix it again with my brush. Yeah, this is blending it a little bit more all together. But definitely look at this cheek. Alright, and look at this one. I want to place these colors on my eyes as well. I know that this is a face palette and probably it's not for the eyes, but I tend to do this with all of my face palettes. So if you feel comfortable, maybe you can do the same thing. First, I want to take this kind of like a setting powder that we use as a bronzer, right? And it's kind of like a rosy tone. As I'm doing this, I can tell you that it does look really beautiful. And I mean, look at this eye. It was so simple. This one is the number 26 by Refer, and I'm going to dig in the same color right here. I'm gonna take it all over my lower lash line. Alright, so here you can go anywhere. You can use this one if you feel like you want something a little bit warm. You can use the rose tone to make it more like dreamy and feminine. And then this one that I think it has a lot of impact. I can try to do one eye this and then one eye this, because I think rosy tones, we already seen it before, right? Alright, so with my Refer number 2, I'm taking the burnish color right here all over the lid. And I think I grabbed too much because I have a fallout. Look at this color in my eyes. I'm loving this. And I'm going to clean this part, by the way. I feel like you can create with this color a very monochromatic look, and it will look gorgeous, especially in summertime. So now we're going to try this one on this eye. So let's see how it goes. Tap it with my brush. Ay, Dios mío. I knew this one was going to be a little bit more metallic, but none of the less gorgeous. I'm going to take this one over here. Yep. Absolutely beautiful. My lips are super cracked because, you know, I'm sick and I'm kind of like blowing my mouth, my nose actually, but it touches my mouth. It's super dry. So this lipstick is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's called Carina. Well, what is it? Carina's Star. Okay, so there you go. Alright, so why do I think about this palette? I think this is very unique. The blushes, the highlighters, even this finishing powder that is not supposed to be for my skin tone, it works. I love this one. It has a lot of rosiness in it, so it kind of works as a blush as well, and kind of like a contour too because it's not super warm. This highlighter over here I love for everyday looks. This shade over here, it's beautiful. I love it as a blush and I love it on my eyes. You probably have this color in your collection, however, to have it in a palette, it gives you options. You can take this for a trip and you don't need to bring the other blush, right? So this blush works in many variety of skin tones. Now this one could be, I feel like it could be a very glowy blush. It could also be like a blush stopper for my skin tone. Obviously for deeper skin tones, this is going to be a beautiful highlighter. Now this one over here, of course, it's for that special occasion, or maybe you like this kind of highlighters on your daily basis. I mean, I personally like a little bit more natural, but I love to have this option. Overall, all the powders, they blend beautiful into the skin. I didn't have any issues with pigmentation as well. And even when I apply a little bit too much, it was so easy to take it down. So I'm happy with this. This palette is very versatile, not only because of the looks that you can create, but it's also versatile for different skin tones. I do recommend it because there are many palettes out there right now, and probably there's going to be more. But so far, this one was the one that caught my attention, that I thought it could be something different. And it was. If you were someone that I care, someone that is asking me for my honest opinion, I would say definitely get the tiger palette. You can even customize. If you don't like tigers, I think you can have the colors inside, but you can, you know, change it for the butterfly, or I think there's an elephant. But I do love this color, so that's why I picked it. And as always, I want to thank you for watching this video, for sticking with me until the end. I truly appreciate your support. And if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it with someone that you love so you can help me to create more content in the future. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll be glad to help you. And yeah, I will see you until the next video. Bye-bye.